Okay, BronyCAN 2015 has come and went, and I can say right off the bat that convention season for me this year, there were some rough spots, but I can easily say better than last year, and maybe the year before that. I have no idea. Well, I guess that's mainly due to the fact that everyone knows this year was more community guest driven, and I got to go all 3 days as opposed to one at Emerald City. But that's not what you're here for. BronyCAN came and went, and I can say right off the bat, better than last year. Gotta recap the events. Day one. Day one. So drove across the border. Thankfully, got the registration before the afternoon. So I think we got the registration before the afternoon, and Silvershark was on registration duties this time, so that was interesting. Yeah, managed to get the registration for the afternoon, thankfully, which was before that, managed to go through the vendor hall at some points and get more. Managed to complete my costume. Managed to complete my necessary needs for my OC cosplay, or also works for Princess Tashin, so it's already been canonized, whichever one you want. It's already been canonized, but I guess it really depends at this point. Okay. Yeah, there was one. There was one of several vendor hall purchases. Well, that's one that sticks out. So let's sticks out a little bit. Eventually, went to the first voice panel with Shock Reaver, Black Griffin, and Black Griffin. They were definitely the reason for going. They were definitely the major reason for going. To which I'll get to eventually. To which I'll get to later, but went to their panel. Apparently, the case model was mostly a states sort of thing, and Canada has similar stuff, but so it's nice. Regardless. Was it also great to see Final Draft again. Oh, before that, actually went to the Great Mixer, surprisingly. What's the best chance for afterwards to get a photo with Vivia Reverie, or Emma Toonling, as everyone else seems to know him. So yeah, I got that photo. Also got that photo, and after the voice panel, that's the voice panel with Creepers and Black Griffin. Photo with Final Draft, who was on the panel. Great to see him again. And afterwards checked into the hotel. And then check into the hotel. Then we got to openings. Check into the hotel. Then we got to opening ceremonies. Glad to see the base camp back. Glad to see the base camp back for any added security. Glad to see the base camp back for added security. Though thankfully the theme this year wasn't. Actually kind of more friendliness as opposed to staying on your guard type thing like last year. Regardless, actually, that mine doesn't have. I think it doesn't necessarily have to or depend on Wi-Fi to actually work. Well, it works it works to on iPad at least it works. iPad at least it works to record when you're not Wi-Fi and post later, something like that. Anyway, yeah, opening ceremonies came and went. Afterwards, went to the other room. Yeah, I was quite surprised. Yeah, I'm quite surprised I went earlier than granted my choice for autographs autographs are unpredictable. Sometimes early, sometimes they're later. Last year was later, but this year it was earlier. So that was a bit of it. So that was not too surprising, but surprising regardless. Anyway, and the results of that were quite interesting. I got heard over Twitter that Peter Group was selling specialty cards, something interesting in the game, but not quite. Something interesting in the game, but not quite there. Anyway, Peter Group was selling special shipping full of cards, and decided to get one for myself. So that was nice. Also, Miss Hendricks was here. Second time I've seen her since Everfree last year, and also the second time I've seen Peter since Everfree 2 years ago, which was the first convention. Was my first opponent convention, and funny story. She accidentally misheard my first name and all first name, so I had to correct her on the where I wanted to sign her, or where I wanted her to sign, and as a bonus, in order to get it right, actually. So that was quite nice. Darn allergies. Anyway, autograph. Went through the autograph room, and also managed to get a picture, and also managed to get a picture with the Black Griffin, the Creepers. That was great. That was great. Last time I saw them, there was only a photo with Michelle, and now I got one with Gabe, Monique, and Michelle. That was great. Afterwards, went back to the hotel to relax a bit before the Friday night concert, which wasn't much this year. But had a few rerun-ins, so to speak, with loading tracks as well as Bernie Mac, which was one of the things I was looking forward to the most, and What was there? Oh, someone I no one Flickr was also attending, and was also attending, and he was, and surprisingly he's a musician, so we got to see him perform, which was quite nice. I think on Flickr he's Charlie. I can't pronounce his name, but if you follow me on Tumblr, you probably know who I'm talking about. He's a Everfree 2014. He was photographing at Everfree 2014, and I managed to share some photographs out there. Otherwise, he's an instrument strings, so you're extremely talented. Oh yeah. During line photographs, they were actually giving out some collectible cards, and this one I managed to get out of it. So that was a bit of a surprise. So yeah, day one was good. Day two, however, was where things started to escalate for making this surely better. I forgot to mention that the badges this year actually consist of passports, which also double as the another convention guide book and schedule, and where the schedule is also seen. So that was interesting. What else? Sorry, yeah, that's where things started to get interesting. Jeopardy Gamers held 2 links panel also happened, and so did the voice panel, which by the way I have something that, which by the way has probably one of the things I'll be taken away. It's probably one of the things that I will probably remember for a very long time. These unscripted reflex can be a bit tricky. Anyway, since Miss Hendricks is coming back, and in light of later recent the Gilda's return in season 5, it was something 5, and based on something that's been going. Sorry about that. Mom calling me to get the flag in. Anyway, something's been going on. Something's been going on that I've been thinking. Is Gilda fit to be the next Queen of the Griffins, considering her how she's going to spread friendship around her kingdom, as well as there's a possibility there's another way down the Abysmal Abyss, as well as Kingdom Rebuilt. Well, that's just one fan fiction. I added 2 more to the speculation. Regardless, in light of such a since something was going on, I decided to capitalize on that, and it was literally the day before that I purchased. Day before we left, that I purchased the crown. So yeah, I had a crown presented to Miss Hendricks, and she loved it. I'm glad to say. And the reaction was also, and the reaction from the audience was also positive, which was super, which, that was great. So, yeah, that's one of the moments I will definitely, that's one of the moments from this convention I will definitely keep talking about for a long time. Afterwards, resting back in the hotel until the Creeper concert Saturday night, and I'll say right away, they still got it. They still none of their concerts ever disappoint me, ever. First time seeing Black Griffin perform also, which was also awesome, and yeah, that was a great way to end the night. And then Sunday, post-con depression would hit. And Sunday, that's where post-con depression usually starts hitting. But at least this time things were a little better. Went to the Runner Home once again, and I had just a little left. I wanted to get one last thing, and surprisingly, I've been seeing a lot of algorithmic buttons about, and I was buttons about, and just when I didn't think I couldn't find some here, at the convention, this was there, so that was lovely. And then afterwards, got in line for the Sunday concert, which was also great. And that's the bank that the button came in. Afterwards, went to Sunday VA for sport, as well as just in case some of the tricks of Sunset didn't rise from the pits again, so to speak. Thankfully, the crowd is safe. Afterwards, went to second musicians panel. That was, well, this was the second time this year this happened, and that was sort of last minute. And honestly, I wasn't sure exactly if I wanted to do this year, but we had to do something for closing ceremonies, so I didn't mind, honestly. Oh, and by the way, closing ceremonies, they replayed a lot of the videos that built up to the convention, including the hastily made Vancouver tourism video with Michelle and Gabe searching for poutine. That's a lot of fun. Surprisingly, they weren't at the closing ceremony, so that was a bit strange. They were somewhere else, but regardless, things certainly ended on a high note. And as I said before, way better than last year. To the fact that Shell and Gabe were there. Isender accepted my gift. There was two social things for me to pick up, and found the reference back. So found the reference back, got to make a toon link, and I think those are the only highlights I can think of. But all in all, it's totally better than last year. So what happens now? I have no idea. It's the unofficial. I have no idea. I would like to say convention season's unofficially over, but I could say it totally depends on. Is Jerry going to make another appearance this year? That's hard to tell by this point. That's not true by this point, but I guess until the I really need to free up space. I really need to free up space on my computer and get those vlogs done. So yeah. BronyCAN 2015 better than last year, and I'll see you some other point.